Thanks for clicking the vid. You read the title. It's true. Well, obviously a little bit clickbaity, but I got some time left. But if you're still interested, as to what I mean by it, get comfy and stay a while. I'm dying. Yeah, that's the current situation. Why am I here? Why am I making this video? I'm making it because I had to get out of my recent situation on my job. To be honest, I got close. And I'm making this mainly because I want to provide a little bit more context on my current situation going forward. I've had a lot of people asking me, are you going to another job? I heard you're starting a company. You got something out in Washington. Oh my gosh, not DC, but something out in state. You got opportunities. And honestly, man, my mind is in a million directions. I don't know which direction to go, to be honest. Take it differently. I'm 30 now. God, that hurts to say. But I'm 30 now. So my next steps are just kind of going with the flow a little bit more. I've been planning my life since the age of 14. I knew what I wanted. It was going to be pretty much a step-by-step process. And at the very end, you retire. And to be honest, I've been following that plan for quite a bit of time, actually. It's not necessarily the same job, but the job hasn't been as different. The concepts of why I wanted the job are still there. That's all there. But I guess for this, I wanted to talk about me leaving my job. Leaving a $100,000 job, or I guess plus $100,000 plus job. That's a difficult situation, especially with nothing lined up afterwards. My time wasn't worth it there. I was in a lot of pain, and I've been thinking about leaving for such a long time. And I became a lead there, and a lead that was pretty needed in a lot of areas, pretty loved in a lot of areas as well. I had an expertise. If you don't know what I do a lot of virtual reality stuff. Cutting edge type of technology. It's kind of fallen by the wayside, but I've been doing it ever since, Oculus CV1 came out. It's been in the game for quite some time. Been working on the dev kits. Went to Full Sail. Graduated SimViz, that was fun. Only graduated one other dude. I think he's up in Amazon, or something like that. But one other person. So it was great. But I started to work too hard. And work too hard by the point of 20-hour days for, weeks. I did it for weeks. My timesheets were hundreds of hours a week. It wasn't good. It was unhealthy. And it wasn't paid. I know. It wasn't paid. I honestly did it because I just loved my job. I loved it a little too much. You just shouldn't do that. I was living the real salaryman's life. And I got sent to the hospital. And honestly, before that, there was 2 times I didn't eat the whole day because I was working. I had demos. So many demos. I had demos upon demos. I had to showcase some parts of the product. I had to get other parts of the headsets to work with our simulators. It was just too much work. And I sometimes just had to drive home. And the drive was honestly dangerous, not even gonna lie. Because I would be sitting there trying to focus on the wheel. My eyes are blanking in and out. Thankfully, God got me home. And then one day I did that. And then in the middle of the night, probably the biggest wake-up call I've ever had in my life to really switch things up. Man, I don't even know if I can describe the pain that I was in. But my kidney started to give out. It sucked. Real bad. I did not know what was happening. Never had it before. Never had kidney issues. Runs in my family, but never had kidney issues myself. But man, waking up in the middle of the night and my kidney you could see it. You could literally see it. It was growing, like in my body. It was growing, and man, my wife had to call an ambulance. I hate calling an ambulance. I'm in America. That's money. That's money right there. But I had to hop in an ambulance. Got me a thing of Toradol. Started to help it. Had to hit me with that morphine. Get me good. Cause that pain was getting too high. That pain was getting way too high. Then it all finally started to calm down. Then I learned now I have kidney issues. Permanently. So I messed myself up. I'm working too hard. Permanently. You live with your decisions. I don't regret it. I learned a lot, which is why I'm even able to do this now. Which leads me to leaving. Now, there's multiple reasons for me leaving my job. It was a great job. Ish. I had my problems. I had my fights. People became a little too crazy. I became, for lack of a better phrase, untrusted in how I did things, which I didn't agree with. The customer didn't even agree with it, but I'm here now. So now it's just going to be me making videos, streaming, working on my products. So I got lots of product ideas. Man, I have a whole virtual reality line of products. I got games I want to make. I got tons of games, like five games. I want to write books. If you've grown up with me, you probably would have known. I didn't read a lot, except for one book. I didn't read a lot, but I like reading now, which is weird. It's weird. I'm 30, so that's probably why. It has been mainly manhwa and manga, but a recent book that I've been reading is a virtual reality book, which apparently I got this book idea from watching a virtual reality YouTuber, Thrill Seeker, shout out to him, called Snow Crash, and it was apparently the baseline for a lot of like metaverse stuff that happens. Like when you read the book, you obviously understand, but Snow Crash being kind of like the beginning of, I think it was like Valve, and then even Zuckerberg reading it and is the reason why he switched over to Meta. I'm not saying it's ironclad. I don't completely know, but that just intrigued me to the point of like, okay, I should probably at least, give it a try, give it a look. And from reading it, it's like Ready Player One on 10, man, like on 11, honestly. It's very crazy. It's very descriptive, the birds. It's very descriptive on a lot of the things that a meta would be. If we were to have one now, it's very descriptive and it's very good. It's very well done. The name is escaping me. I'll put it here, of the author. But man, it's really good. But I feel free now that I'm gone. I think that's the most important part, is I don't feel as though I'm so stuck in waking up early in the morning, because I actually had to drive an hour and some change into work every day. I've been working there for about 4 years. To be fair, the job before that, I would drive an hour and a half there and then an hour and a half back. Waking up early in the morning for that, oof, man, that was rough. But I was willing to do that for work at places that were cool. The last job definitely was not anything crazy. And then I had, I'm gonna go over like how all the job stuff went for me, because it's been a crazy ride. My last, since 2018 is how long I've been working. It's been the last few years have been just crazy, because I've had a similar situation each time. But this is more of an introduction video. I'm not dying, if you couldn't tell, but I got close. And I appreciate you clicking the video. I do. Because I'm starting a journey that I've been dreaming about doing. Never had the balls to actually go and do it though. So, I'm actually trying it out. I've streamed for years. Playmaker 215. I'll put it in the description. You know, come stream, come watch me out. What? Come watch me stream. So, you know, I'm ready to do this different section of my life, you know. I guess taking in decades. 20 to 30 was as part of the military, and then working at these other jobs. But now I just want to work for myself. I can't handle the decisions, not of uneducated people, because I won't call them uneducated. They are definitely educated. They know of things that they should be doing, but they didn't know my section. And that was the flaw that I didn't expound upon more to ensure that that problem wasn't there. So I take responsibility for that. I do. However, there's a lot of things I don't take responsibility for. But yeah, thank you. We'll see what this can go to. Appreciate you being here. Now let's see if you let me change your reality. Peace.